The school day had started like any other for Liam. At 14 years old he was a quiet kid, more comfortable keeping to himself, and watching over his little sister Mia. She was 12, shy, and had just begun middle school. Liam always felt a quiet kind of pride in being her big brother, even if she didn't say much. Mia had a speech disorder that made talking difficult for her. Sometimes her words would come out slow or jumbled. It made her stand out, and not in a good way. The other kids noticed. They whispered behind her back, snickered when she tried to answer questions, and sometimes even laughed out loud. Mia wore old clothes handed down from cousins and second-hand shops. To some kids, that made her an easy target. At home, Liam started to see the change. Mia didn't sit at the kitchen table drawing like she used to. Her favorite sketches, once full of bright colors and wild imagination, sat untouched in a corner. Some nights, he heard her crying softly in her room. Other days, she told their mom she didn't feel well. But Liam knew she was just trying to avoid school. It was as if the place Mia was supposed to learn and grow was slowly turning into a place where she felt small and alone. The school halls that were supposed to be full of laughter and friends had become a battlefield. No one saw the storm coming, but for Liam and Mia, that regular school day was about to change everything. Mia's quiet sadness didn't go away. If anything, things at school got worse. One afternoon, Liam was waiting outside the school when Mia came rushing out, tears in her eyes and clutching her backpack tightly. She told Liam about a group of kids, popular kids, who had cornered her in the hallway. They mocked her speech, making fun of the way she stuttered when she talked. Then they grabbed her sketchbook and threw it in the trash. It was her safe place, full of drawings she made to escape the pain. Liam's heart broke hearing this. He wanted to storm into the school and stop those kids, but he knew that would only get him into trouble. Instead, he kept a closer eye on Mia. One day, Mia's best friend Sarah pulled Liam aside after class. Sarah's hands were shaking, and she looked scared. She told Liam she had seen the bullies pushing Mia, calling her names, but she never said anything because she was too afraid. Liam felt anger bubbling up inside him. He hated feeling helpless, watching his sister get hurt while adults looked the other way. Teachers walked by during these moments, but didn't stop the bullying. It seemed like no one wanted to get involved. Liam decided he wouldn't let Mia suffer anymore. He promised himself he'd protect her no matter what. But standing up to the bullies wasn't as simple as it seemed. The school was watching, and things were about to spiral out of control. One afternoon, Liam was walking to his locker when he saw something that made his blood run cold. Mia was trapped near the lockers by the same group of bullies. They were laughing and shoving her around. One of the boys, Josh, pushed her hard, and Mia stumbled backward, scraping her elbow on the floor. Her sketchbook was ripped from her hands, pages torn and scattered across the hallway. Mia's eyes filled with tears as she tried to pick up the pieces. Liam felt his heart pounding like never before. Without thinking, he rushed over and shouted at the bullies to stop. Josh turned to face him with a smirk. Liam's anger took over. He shoved Josh back hard. Josh fell to the floor, hitting his head on the edge of a locker with a loud thud. Suddenly a teacher appeared out of nowhere. She saw Liam standing over Josh, who was now holding his head and groaning. Mia was crying, but no one seemed to notice her. The teacher told Liam to calm down and took him to the principal's office. Liam tried to explain what happened, that he was just defending Mia. But the teacher only saw one thing: Liam pushing another student. No one asked Mia what really happened. The bullies were quick to tell their side of the story, and it didn't look good for Liam. The school had already decided that he was the troublemaker. Liam's chest tightened as he realized this was just the beginning. The place he wanted to protect Mia from was now the place turning against him. Liam sat stiffly in the principal's office, his hands clenched tightly on his lap. The room smelled cold and serious, like something bad was about to happen. Across from him sat the principal and two teachers, their faces stern and unreadable. The principal spoke slowly, as if explaining something Liam didn't want to hear. "Liam, we've reviewed the reports from the teachers and the students involved. It's clear you attacked another student without cause. This kind of behavior is not acceptable." Liam opened his mouth to protest, to tell them what really happened, that he was only defending Mia after the bullies hurt her. But the principal cut him off before he could say more. "You'll be suspended immediately, and we're considering expulsion." Mia was waiting outside the door, tears streaming down her cheeks. She wanted to speak up, but the secretary told her to wait. She felt helpless and small, knowing no one believed her brother's side. When Liam's parents arrived, the school staff told them the same story. They seemed sure that Liam was the problem. The bullies acted like innocent victims. Mia finally found the courage to tell her mom everything, about the bullying, the mocking, and how Liam stood up for her. But the school said there was no proof, no witnesses willing to tell the truth. Mia whispered about a security camera in the hallway where it happened. The school said it wasn't working that day, so there was no video. But deep down, Liam and Mia both hoped there was something, anything, to show the truth. At home, the mood was heavy. Liam's mom hugged Mia tightly as her little sister cried, finally letting out the pain she'd been holding inside. "They don't believe us," Mia whispered, her voice shaking. "No one wants to listen." Liam's mom was angry but didn't know what to do. She called the school again, demanding answers, but they stood firm. "Without evidence, we have to trust what we were told," the principal said coldly. That's when Mia remembered something. "Mom, there's a camera near the lockers. I think it was working that day." The school had said it wasn't. But then something surprising happened. The janitor, Mr. Jacobs, who always smiled at Mia in the hallways, reached out quietly. "I've seen what's been happening," he said softly. "That camera, it was working. I even made a backup copy just in case." Hope flickered in the family's hearts. Maybe now they could prove the truth. Mia wiped her tears and nodded. "We have to see it." The next day, Liam's mom met with Mr. Jacobs in a quiet room at the school. He handed over a small USB drive, his hands steady but his eyes full of concern. "I don't usually get involved," he said, "but Mia's been brave, and you deserve to know what really happened." Back at home, Liam, Mia, and their mom gathered around the laptop. The screen flickered on, and the video began. The footage showed the crowded hallway near the lockers. Mia was walking quietly, when the group of popular kids suddenly surrounded her. They laughed loudly, calling out names, mocking her stutter. One of them shoved Mia hard against the wall. She stumbled and scraped her elbow on the floor. Her sketchbook fell from her hands, and one bully grabbed it, tearing pages while the others laughed. Liam wasn't there at first. The camera caught him arriving moments later, eyes wide with shock when he saw Mia hurt and crying. Without hesitation, Liam pushed Josh back, just once, no more. The video clearly showed it was a reaction, a defense. The bullies sneered, but Liam stood his ground. The teacher appeared right after, only catching Liam's shove. The camera proved what Mia and Liam had said all along. Tears welled up in Mia's eyes as she whispered, "Now they'll believe us." Liam's mom closed the laptop and took a deep breath. "We're going to show this to the school board," she said firmly. "They can't ignore the truth any longer." At the school board meeting, the room was packed. Parents, teachers, and even some students had gathered to hear the truth. Liam's mom stood up and played the video. Everyone watched in silence as the footage showed exactly what happened. Mia being bullied, hurt, and Liam stepping in only after she was attacked. The principal and teachers exchanged uneasy glances. The bullies tried to look innocent, but their lies were clear. One by one, other students found the courage to speak up. They told stories of bullying they had seen but never reported. The silence that had protected the bullies was finally broken. The school board made a decision. Liam's expulsion would be dropped immediately. Instead, the bullies would face suspension and counseling. The school promised to improve how they handle bullying. For the first time, Liam felt a weight lift from his shoulders. Mia hugged him tightly, her voice trembling. "Thank you for standing up for me." Liam smiled softly. "I'll always protect you." The truth had won, but it had taken courage, love, and a little help from a hidden camera. When Liam returned to school, things weren't the same as before. Some kids looked at him differently, with respect, even admiration. Others stayed quiet, unsure what to say. But Mia felt safer now. knowing her brother was there for her. Her art teacher gave her a new sketchbook with a note that read, "Keep drawing, your voice matters." It was a small gift, but to Mia, it meant the world. The principal who had punished Liam stepped down by the end of the semester. The school introduced a new rule: students who defend others from bullying would be heard and protected. Cameras in the halls would be checked regularly, to make sure nothing was missed. Most importantly, Liam and Mia walked home together one afternoon, the weight of the past months lifting with every step. Mia looked up at Liam and smiled shyly. "Thanks for fighting for me." Liam squeezed her hand gently. "Always." Their story was more than just about a fight or an unfair punishment. It was about family, courage, and standing up when it mattered most. And it all started in a school that almost broke them, but didn't. Because sometimes, even when the world turns against you, the truth can shine through, especially when someone stands by your side.